Welcome back to my channel, everyone, and let's make a delicious and easy carrot cake. So we're gonna start by whisking together some brown sugar and some eggs together. Come on, crack. There we go. And if you got any eggshells, take it out. We do not want a crunchy cake. Alright, so story time. Growing up as a child, I hated carrot cake. I was like, how can you put vegetable and cake together? That didn't make any sense. But then while I was going to culinary school, I landed my first job in an uptown cafe, and the best selling thing on the menu was their carrot cake. And then I was like, wow. And then whenever the bosses were away, the senior employees would say, let's have a slice of carrot cake. And when I tasted that carrot cake, I was converted. So right now we're in the part of this recipe where we add our vegetable oil slowly, and we're only using half cup of vegetable oil, not 1 cup, not 1.5 cups, only half. Alright, so let's work on our dry ingredients, some all-purpose flour and whole wheat flour. Now let's add our coconut milk powder. If you do not have coconut milk powder, you can just add 3 ounces of coconut milk instead of adding the water in this recipe. Let's add some ginger, some nutmeg, some cinnamon, and a little bit of mixed spice, just like 2 pinches. Yeah. And of course we have to add in some baking powder and some baking soda. Basically, a carrot cake is a very spiceful cake, like a ginger bread cake with a lot of other spices. Now let's talk about our add-ins. We're gonna add some toasted coconuts and almonds, and I do not want a lot of add-ins. I just want a little of everything. And then we add some soaked raisins. And I mean, like, if you add too much add-ins, it can just like weigh down your cake. But I like to have everything, so I just add a little of everything. And it's time to combine. And usually I would pour the liquid into the dry ingredients, but this bowl with the liquid is much bigger and I need a big bowl for all of this. And I add in my dry ingredients in 2 parts. So you would pour your liquid in 2 parts. Anyway, it's time for the carrots. And we're using 3 cups of carrot. And we're using the small holes on the grater. And I have to say this. Usually I would bake my carrot cake with like 2 cups. And I was like, I'm still not getting the carrots. And then I said, like, I wonder if I could use 3 cups of carrot. And it worked, and it tastes much better. Anyway, we're gonna add some grated ginger, because even though we added powdered ginger, the grated ginger just give it a real good fresh gingery taste, which we need. Alright, so we're gonna pour our batter into a greased and lined container, or lined and greased container, whatever floats your boat. And then we're gonna pour it out in it, as I said before. Yes, I did say that. Wow, that looks so good, and it's not even baked already. Alright, so we're gonna bake this for 1 hour at 350 degrees Fahrenheit, or until the toothpick comes out clean, like this. And then we're going to cool it for at least 30 minutes on a cooling rack or on top of your stove. And wow, it smells good in here, people. Now we're gonna take a knife and just go around the edges, so that when we're ready to flip our cake, it will come out. And we do a little wobble dance to ensure that the cake is lifting off, and voila, beautiful. Now I love this part. I'm gonna go ahead and just take off the wax paper, and it's so nice. Wow. And it's time to go ahead and frost, and we're gonna use some cream cheese frosting. Yep, Stay with me, guys. Do not leave yet. And though I am not like regardless that I went to culinary school, I'm not like a cake pro, no, like a baking pro. So I just put on this creamed icing as best as I can, just make it look good. Yeah. And then I can put a little swirl on top, so I put a little swirl on top and I put it in the refrigerator because I don't want this to start melting on me. The kitchen was hot. And then I'm just gonna put some almonds on the sides because my grandma loved nuts, so let me put on a lot of nuts for her. And we're done. It's so easy to create something that's delicious and simple at the same time.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Yes. This looks good. Wow. 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 Yo! Carrot cake. Oh, lady, carrot cake. Let me practice that. Wow. This is good. Okay, go again. See that shit? Jesus. I know it's coconut. I want. Oh.